There are a few important things to know as you begin this ASL class. These tips and this information will help you be ready to sign ASL and ready to be part of this class. The first thing to know is that ASL is a manual language, so it's actually a lot different from a spoken language. ASL requires motor skills. It's something you probably haven't really thought about. ASL requires gross motor skills and fine motor skills. So that makes signing like any other motor skill, any other physical skill, dancing, skiing, because it takes some time to learn to use your body in a different way. So please be patient with yourself. Practice. Get used to using your body in a different way as you are signing ASL. The next thing to note is that ASL class is a special place. It's kind of different from most other classes that you take because the conversations that we have, we will get to know each other a little more than you might in a normal class. And the biggest thing that I want you to know about this ASL class is that we are human beings. And so we are going to make mistakes. That is okay. And that is actually good. When you make mistakes, you are making progress and you are learning. So in our class, we're going to get to know each other. We're going to have fun. We're going to learn a lot. It's a safe place to learn. It's a safe place to ask questions. It's a safe place to misunderstand something. It's a safe place to feel a little silly because our ASL class will be a place of respect. So because it's a safe place to learn, it's also a safe place for me to make corrections. So you want to be corrected. Sometimes we don't think we want to be corrected, but we actually do because we want to do it right. You don't want to be signing something completely wrong. So I want you to just know that corrections are never personal. Corrections are about the language. They're not about you. And I also want to tell you that I will not be nitpicky. There are a variety of ways to sign things sometimes. I only correct what matters. And my goal is to always correct with respect. So if you feel otherwise, please let me know. All right, last thing. There are 3 things to know before you start signing: repetition, handedness, and eye contact. So the first one, repetition, is vital to learning ASL. So here's why. Because signing is a physical activity, smooth and fluid signs are a result of muscle memory. So the more you sign, let's say good, the more you sign good, 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 the more your muscles get used to doing that. The more you finger spell your name, the better your muscles get used to doing that. So muscle memory is only achieved through practice or repetition. So repetition is vital to learning ASL. Practice the signs over and over and over. That's an important thing to know before you start signing. The second one is handedness. Sign with your dominant hand. If you're right-handed, that means your right hand. If you're left-handed, that means your left hand. Your dominant hand always does the work in a sign. It's the one that always does the moving. Your non-dominant hand is just kind of in a supporting role. For signs using 2 hands, like I said, your non-dominant hand will just be the helper. And if you're ambidextrous, just choose the dominant hand, but stick with your choice. The last thing to know before you start signing is that eye contact is absolutely vital in ASL. If you aren't looking, you aren't listening. So if you have to break eye contact, it's polite to sign something like, oh, hold on. Eye contact is not always an easy thing. Different cultures look at eye contact differently. So if you are not used to making eye contact, or if it's kind of a challenge for you, practice. Just pretend like you're in a whole new world where all of the normal things that you're used to aren't necessarily the same. And that's actually more truth than fiction.